What's going on, guys? It's another day. Unfortunately, I still not yet cleaned the STI. It's just been so cold, and like it was snowing not that long ago, and the stores are still shut down, so I have to order all my chemicals. You can see like there's a little bit of dirt there, and she's not pretty. She's getting disrespected right now. So we have a new mod for today. I don't really know if I'd call this a mod. This is more of just covering my ass kind of thing. I do live in an area in Canada that's probably the most overpriced for insurance. It's a lot of insurance fraud. And I've been in an accident before, and if I had this, it would have helped me a lot. And I'm sure just by that, you can figure out that it is a dash cam. I'm hoping you can see that. I am not sponsored by this in any way. But when I was looking for dash cams, I was recommended a BlackVue Dashcam. I went with front and rear. I don't really need rear, but just you never know, I guess. So I decided to go with it. Let's see if I can get this open. I'm not gonna lie, I already did open this. Oh, and we also have the Power Magic Pro. Apparently you need that if you run two cameras so your car doesn't die or something. So this is what you get. Yep, nothing crazy. That's the front, that's the rear. I got it out. This is your front camera. I believe it's 1080p, 60 frames a second. Can't complain. I believe you pop open. Oh, there's this cap. This is where you get your power, your rear camera, your Wi-Fi, your micro SD. Somehow I think you push this down. Somehow you pop this off. I need to look into it more, but you get the gist. I've installed dash cams before, but nothing this expensive. It's only been kind of like a mirror mount. By the way, if you know what this is from, comment in the video. That's the rear. It's basically just the same thing, just smaller. These are your instructions. I'll look at it later. It's not, it's pretty straightforward. This is all the wiring. It's not too much. So you have, I believe that is your rear cable. Yeah, it's the cable for the rear. This is your cable for your front, and it's powered by the cigarette lighter. For now, I might use this. And my cigarette lighter's down there. For now, I might just use this just because to set up the Magic Pro, I need to look into it more. I don't fully understand it. There's like switches and stuff. So once I look into that, then I'll hook it up. I probably won't do like a tutorial on it. I might just show you what I did and what worked for me. And this is just things you'll need, like your micro SD card, some sticky stuff. This is a pry tool, which, by the way, it's a good dash cam when it comes to the hard plastic pry tool. I've never had such a high quality plastic tool, I have to say. But basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean this surface with some rubbing alcohol. So I just put some rubbing alcohol on this. Shout out to Lexus for leaving this microfiber in the back of my car when I picked it up. It's definitely not the cleanest cloth, but it will do the job. I just want to clean down the general area. And I have a spot down here that I want to just clean up. So I'm going to turn on the car and just have power going to this dash cam. And I want to connect it to my phone so I could see where it's going to be. I'm not going to be able to record this. You're just going to have to take my word for it. And I just want to see where it's going to be because I don't want to place it somewhere and then find out it's no good, So I'm going to do this off camera and then just fill everyone in afterwards. But, let's get a start real quick. Just a muffler delete, Gotta get that soupy rumble out of it. Take off the stock mufflers, but she sounds good. I'm gonna do that and then I'll just show you what I did. Alright guys, I am back. I kind of played with it a little bit, nothing too crazy. It's pretty nice, I have to say. I'm used to getting like these cheap ones from Amazon that like you just kind of stick on here and then it works, but then it doesn't, like it records, but then it doesn't like record or overwrite. So I'll have to test this out a bit and see. So that's it right there. When I'm driving, I can't really see it, which is nice. I'm not gonna lie, one day I'll probably get a radar detector, and so I mean visually, like, I'll again try to hide it somewhere I don't see it, but if I see it, whatever. I did notice it has a feature where if you go by it, yeah, so if you just kind of brush it, it'll start recording like audio. Now audio's off. Like, audio won't be very important, really. I'm not worried about that. It's a pretty sleek little thing. I'll include a video. What's up, boy? What you doing? I'll include a video, like a partial, just part of it, just so you could see what I did. Now this is the rear, as you can see. Size comparison. It's pretty small. I am gonna put it in the back, probably not today. And I'm not gonna hook this up. I might hook this up today, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it yet. What I'm doing right now is I'm just running this wire up in here. So I ran it up. So you just stuff the wire up there. You kind of just take your pry tool and you just lift it up a bit and go along and stuff it up. You want it to look like there was nothing even there at all. So that's what I'm going for. You can't tell that it came through. If you can see, it's pretty dark. Now I'm running it through here. What I'll do is I'll pull this seal back all the way down. Come all the way down. Probably down to like here. And then just run over. I have lots of cables, so I can do that no problem. For now, I might just leave it plugged in until I play with this. The Magic Pro. And it's interesting. I was expecting that I was going to have to snip this off and put it out of fuse. Well, because it came with this, because I'm not a fan of having this here. I don't want to see this here. I want it to be like nothing was ever put in here. I don't want to see anything. So what's interesting is this came with it, and this allows it so your dash cam can record while you are not in your car. And to charge it, it's just a cigarette lighter. Like, it's just the hole just to charge it. So this is the inside. It's just this little device right here, and with a bunch of switches. So what, 1 to 5 on. Then there's an on-off switch. You can kill it if you actually don't want it running at all. So if like you're parking the car for the winter, which I am going to be doing, I could just kill it and then never have to worry about draining my battery. But from my understanding, based on if you have a 12-volt battery, which, yeah, because you could use this on like heavy equipment or just your daily car, you set different timer settings. So like I'll probably do 6 hours. Maybe 12 hours. I don't know. I'll play with it. And my cutoff voltage. See, this is what I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be one of these. Either the first one or second one. This, I don't know. But I'm going to have to play with this. But it should be pretty cool. It's nice that I don't have to cut that wire, meaning I can keep functionality to it. If one day I ever want to sell it and then upgrade to a different one, which I probably won't, but it's just nice that I can do that. It comes with instructions of how to put it into the fuses. I don't really like how they did them, to be honest. I might put out of fuses on them just because I think it's a cleaner look. So to take it off, I just took the plastic tool, put it underneath, and gently pry up, and it slowly comes, and work your way around, and then boom, you're done. The cord's under here, so I'm probably just going to run it up under and then over into there and then just call that a day. Hey guys, it's the next day. I want to finish up with this install, but after work, when I was coming to my car, well, not after work, I was at the post office and noticed that. So it's a little scuffed up here. I feel like this will buff out. That, not so much. This maybe. It's just really annoying. And the funny thing is yesterday in the video, I literally said, I live in an area where no one knows how to drive and there's insurance fraud. And well, you know what? It might not be down to paint. I'll have to check. What we're gonna do is we're gonna finish up this install. Yesterday, what I was telling you guys about this is I didn't like how they had it so you just wire it up to a fuse. I'm not a fan of that. So I got these out of fuses. Got to make sure this is the right size. I have the mini or micro ones as well, but I think these will work. And then this for the switches. I have a buddy that has one, and he recommended me his settings. Well, for this, yeah, I'll just explain it when I get it installed. I don't really want to have it hidden. I don't want to screw in anything. There's some double-sided tape that came with it, so I'll probably stick this on the back and then stick it somewhere. We'll have to ground it somewhere. Luckily, there's a nice little thingy. So there is an airbag back here. If you see, as far as airbags, we don't want to mess with that. But from my understanding, you should just be able to kind of pull this off. I'm gonna get this off and then I'll show you afterwards. So yeah, I just pulled it open with my hand. So these little white clips pop out. There's one right there that wasn't coming out. I did break it, so as you can see, I have a replacement yellow one. It's not white, but it'll do the trick. And the airbag is there, and the part back there, that's the explosive part. And you can see there's some type of, I guess, heat resistant pad or something. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stuff the wire just in here, run it up and behind it. I don't want it to get in the way of the airbag at all. I want to make sure it's clear of it. And then I'll just run the wire up and I'll show you when it's all put back together, I guess. All right, there we go. Out of sight, out of mind. It turned out pretty good. Honestly, you wouldn't even know it's there. You can't even see the wire. Everything's hidden. It's all tucked in there neat and tightly. I put the yellow clip in and it went in like a charm. You can't really see any lines from the wire until you get right by there, which you can't really do much about that. I am a little bit worried about the wire falling out, but I'm not too worried. If it does come out, maybe it did come with some 3M clips. Maybe I'll just hook one on and just stick it up there just to help keep it up. Oh, I forgot. Look at this. I forgot the plastic on it. That's embarrassing. I'll just pull that all off. There we go. And we're good. Now we'll finish up the install in the front with the cigarette lighter. So I talked to a buddy that has the same device, and this is what he has it set up as. So 1 is up, 2 is down, 3 and 4 is up, 5 is down. And so the first two numbers, so 1 and 2, has to do with the cutoff voltage. So that would be 12 volt for regular cars. When we're using it, we want to make sure it's on. If we turn it off, it will never use the battery. So if like you're parking the car for a long time, like over the winter, which I will be, I'll want to remember to switch it off. And for the last 3 numbers, so 3, 4, 5, that has to do with the timer. And it looks like he has it set it up for 12 hours, which is probably plenty. 40, 80 is kind of excessive. 6 is not a lot. So overnight, it'll be fully covered. And what we'll be doing is adding some ATA fuses to this. Ground we don't have to, but battery positive and ACC we'll have to. And then we'll have to find spots inside the fuse box. 7.5 is ACC, and then it just says battery. I can't remember if it's always on or if it's on when the ignition's on. I'm gonna have to double check that. I'll probably just wire this up, show you guys what I did, and then explain that afterwards. Well, at least I've been putting off editing this video. It's been like a month. I've been using the camera for a while now. Haven't had really any issues. It works great, records everything. It's actually caught some things too. I caught my grandfather's mirror getting ripped off. But I'm just gonna quickly show you how I wired everything up. So if you can see that, there is the bottom ATA fuse right there, and then the top one. That one, don't worry about it. That's not for this install. So you have the bottom and the top. So if you look here, that should be accessory and I believe seat heater. I chose these two because they're in line and they seem to work. If I can remember correctly, I believe there was an accessory line and then another one for, I think, power. So accessory, I put to accessory, and the other one I just put to there, and that lets the car know basically you don't get power to seat heater until the car's on, so that lets the system know. So when you turn on the car, the seat heater will work. If the car's not on, it won't work. So based off of that, the BlackVue Magic Pro will know when the car is actually running and when it's parked. That's why I took to there, and then ACC is just for your power. So when you're in parked mode, when it's in parked mode, it will pull power from ACC. That's basically what it does. Also, for my switches, I don't know if you can see that. It's 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, 5 up. and that's what I've been running. I haven't had any issues. I believe the car's running 24 hours or 48 hours. I don't remember. I haven't had issues with batteries dying since I got my battery replaced, and as you can see, it's on even right now. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. It took a while for me to edit this. I don't know, I got really busy with working on the car. I have a few videos actually I have to edit. I'll leave a couple clips at the end of the front and the rear just so you can get an idea. If I can figure out how to put them on top of each other, I'll do that. Otherwise, I'll have one after the other. I won't have a two-line, just line up so you can get an idea. I've had the camera in now for about 2 months, I think. No issues, none at all. I recommend it. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask. And as always, comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And as always, take it easy.